Hi, I'm Neil, and welcome to WiseGuides, where we give your team our best practices so you can get the most out of using SiteOwl. In today's video, we'll talk about how you can use a multi-phased approach for your projects in SiteOwl. Using live sites, SiteOwl allows you to aggregate all of your phases into one comprehensive as-built. You may need to phase out your projects for several reasons, including timeline constraints. You can start certain parts of the project at one point, while other parts may be on hold. Or by a priority list, you may need certain devices to come online sooner rather than other devices. Or you may want to split them up by system type. In any of those situations, you can use live sites so that all of those devices come to one comprehensive as-built. As you can see here, I have a current live site here where the first phase has already been deployed. You can see here that it's already been done, and I have all the devices here in live sites, and I can view the operational status in case I need to take any action on them. However, let's explore how this looks with my second phase. One thing to remember is in order for all of the plans to aggregate to the same place so that you can get one as-built, is that you need to make sure you're using the same plan ID for every single plan in each phase. So what you don't want are different plan IDs for the same plan in each of the phases. So always confirm your plan ID. So now let's go to my installation projects. Here you can see I have phase 2 of the same site that needs to be deployed. When I look at this phase, the first thing you can do is look at the current infrastructure by toggling on live devices from the little funnel button at the bottom right corner. I can see existing phase that's already been deployed in this dark blue color and all the history behind it, including the images and who installed it and all the information I need from the previous installation. But now I can then click on this project and push this to live sites as well, which will then aggregate with my as-built that I have from the first phase. So now what I have are both phases in one location because that's where they currently are deployed. This allows me then to create another phase, and as I run through that phase, I can then push this into the same as-built. So let's look at an example of that. So let's say I'm ready to start phase. Once I do that, again, I'm going to make sure I choose the correct plan so that it goes to the same place. And now when I open up this plan view, I can then view the existing infrastructure from my previous phases. But more importantly, I can now design on this knowing what is currently deployed and where I may need to add intrusion devices. So maybe with the way things are here, I want to add reception desk. So let's go ahead and search for an intrusion device. Let's go ahead and get a panic button and drop this here. Now, whenever I deploy this phase, it will then live in the same place as the other two, allowing you to phase out your projects and still having one comprehensive as-built that you can view in real time. This was a SiteOwl WiseGuides video series where we explore SiteOwl best practices. Thank you for joining us.